Good morning, fam. Out here again, early in the morning, in the part-time, full-time working trenches. I like doing these kind of videos just so that people can see the real me. Don't know where I'm going to be in the future, but at least that way you guys can see that I'm just a guy trying just to take care of business, hustle, take care of the family, be part of this growing, awesome community of people into crypto, collecting, into NFTs, into the digital space. And I think it's just really awesome and amazing. So on this journey, I've met lots of people, some people who've been in the space for a long time, and I learned a lot from them. A lot of people are critical thinkers, analyzers. Some people kind of stay in the shadows and just come out and kind of add their input, and it's just really awesome, guys. Really awesome. I really like talking and speaking with a lot of people, even if they give me a hard time. Some people give me a really hard time just because I try to be on the positive light on things, and they're like, well, how can this guy be so positive when, like, say, this issue's coming up or that issue's coming up? And I get it. I think eventually, as they get to know me more, I appreciate so much their critical thinking, their kind of, rough view on things, because I think when people get like that, they've been through a lot, they've seen a lot, so they're like, hey man, I'm just trying to make you aware of this issue and that issue. And I really gain a lot of information, a lot of knowledge from that. But I take, I like to say I take the best and I leave the rest, and I'll try to put a positive light on it. Now, this doesn't mean that I'm being euphemistic and I'm being foolish, because I've learned from experience too that sometimes you just can't sugarcoat things too much or have rose-colored glasses. But I think, as we're all working together to get to where we get on this digital space, that's just really important to try to keep a half glass full type of mentality. And the reason I say that is that, as you're moving through something, if it's just all kind of negative and, man, I've been beat down and this and that, and we don't try to help each other out, if we don't have the weird, guy like me who's just trying to be more positive, trying to brighten your day, then I think it's sad that people fall off to the wayside, that they're not able to make it to the finish line. And I think if we make it to the finish line together, we're going to benefit a lot more than if we kind of, I come back from, I grew up in Jersey, so I used to go fishing on the shores a lot, and we go crab fishing, right? And if you put a crab in a bucket, it's gonna get out. They're very persistent. They want to get out. They want to go back to the ocean. If you put two crabs in a bucket, as one's trying to get out, the other one's pulling them in. And it's not like the crab's trying to be malicious. Just like people, we're not trying to be malicious. I think that we kind of just go in a habit of, by unintentionally keeping each other down. And I want to be the opposite. I want to kind of uplift people. I want to try to help them out better. I just want to be of service to my fellow man or woman, or person, And that's kind of like me. So I'm the crab that wants to push you out of the bucket, man, if you're trapped. It's like, hey, come on, get out there and hopefully you get help, man. If not, I'll figure a way out here too. So, I don't know. I think, me personally, I get a lot of joy when I know I've given a smile to somebody. I brightened someone's day. And man, look, I got the red light. I'm driving, guys, of course, because I do lift. So I got the brakes in the front, but it's illuminating my perspective. So take that for whatever it is. But yeah, I just, there's too much hardship in the world, and if I can brighten someone's day, if I can make them smile, I can make them laugh, then I'm all for that. So anyway, diving deeper, guys, we're really early into this whole digital space. I've been even though I was very active into being out and about, grew up in the streets of North Bergen and stuff like that, playing sports, playing ball, hang out with the local knucklehead kids, and we would just have fun, man. Just go everywhere. We could take buses everywhere and do everything like that. But I was a big gamer, all the way from Atari, Nintendo, and up. And I think if you've seen my other videos, I've kind of talked about that too. And then up to high school with computers, and then internet, Web 1, Web 2, now Web 3. Now I mean, going in the phase of Web 4, because I think it's just going to move really fast. The thing I love about this digital collecting stuff is you can take this stuff, you own it, number one. I feel like you own it. You know, if I go to a store and I buy a figure, I own it. But the things you can do with these digital collectibles are just so cool. Something I've been messing around with is Spatial. And Spatial is kind of like a little kind of online metaverse where you go into it and you can have meeting places and you have different environments, which could be like a hangout spot, could be, you know, maybe in New York City or Dubai or a travel center where there's different doors lead to different places. And you can display collectibles, you can display art, you can put videos, you can put 3D objects. And I've been messing around with that for a bit, and I think it's just so cool. I'm on a lot of platforms. The stuff I've kind of messed with is Quidd, and I'm on Veve too. Love Veve, have a lot of collectibles on Veve. I think I'm kind of approaching like the 140 mark on collectibles between comics and collectibles. But there's so many people pushing for Veve, so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna kind of push for Quidd, just because I feel there's a lot of good content here and more people should be aware of it so they can make their choices. I'm all about like not one platform is better than the other. They're all awesome, man. I'm on a lot of platforms. You know, I can't get enough. But they're all awesome. And like I said, you know, the crab in the bucket, I want to be that crab that pushes the other crabs out. Get on freedom. Because I feel there's so much cool stuff from all the platforms that I don't see a bad. You know, if there is, I really don't pay attention to it. Because it's all cool, man. It's all going to be interconnected anyway. So why not collect as much as you can? And, you know, I was in on some of these where they were much higher. And, you know, the value, perceived value, I could say perceived value, went down. And, you know, if I just look at dollar bills and I think, man, I lost this money, I'm trying not to see it that way. I'm trying to see it, well, I'm not selling it now. I don't have to sell now. That's why I do what I do in the morning when I hustle. And I hustle outside of doing other stuff like eBay, and I was doing Amazon before. So I don't have to worry about, you know, hey, I'm trying to take this bag and do a quick click. No, I mean, I love it because of the community. I love it because of the collectibles, the nostalgia. I love it because of what you can do with them. And I know that's going to increase and improve. And it's all going to be interconnected. And I was like, you know what, that's really cool. I kind of envisioned this when I was a kid, but I didn't know it was going to be this cool. I didn't know we were going to have cell phones and, you know, everything that could be, the processing power in a cell phone was going to be so awesome. So, I mean, we had like vague ideas, but it's pretty neat. I get like tickled and excited about it. Makes me feel like a little kid again. And I think that's what we need to get back to, guys. We just need to feel like kids again. Not look at the dollar signs. I mean, yeah, we're trying to, you know, have a living and do better and do well, because that's kind of what we want to do. We don't want to go backwards. We want to go forwards. But, you know, some people tell me, hey, Chris, you sound like you're just going in a cycle. You're talking about cycles. Everything is a cycle. Man, the seasons are a cycle. These markets are cycles. So if you look at it in that context, markets are going to go up and down. And even if this stuff went to zero, I'm okay with that, because I'm collecting them because I love them. You know, and if I have some extra ones and I can trade for other ones, you know, especially those grails that people talk about, then I'm collecting them not only because of the perceived value, but because it's like, man, I worked to get this. This thing is scarce. How cool it is to share my experience with it. How awesome it is. So with that being said, guys, just collect what you love. Keep on doing what you're doing. All these platforms are moving and just doing the best that they can. And that's it. It doesn't matter if you're on Quidd, Veve, Hero, Neonmob, Wax, Opensea, Rarible, anything. I know I'm probably missing a whole bunch. You know, Crypto.com. I'm on Crypto.com. And I haven't gone to the NFTs there, but I've looked at them for a long time. And they're all we're all working to the same space. And if we just kind of, instead of pushing everyone down and just work together, I think we'll definitely come to a better outcome. So anyway, that's me. This is I'm gonna end it here, guys. This is Cool Vids, also known as Paradox Cycle. Like and subscribe. I'm a little bit in here in the dark, but you know, when there's darkness, eventually there'll become light. So like and subscribe. Tell a friend. Laters. Be safe, guys.